28 in the second half for you. Did this kind of feel like a playoff game to you? It felt like there was a lot of physicality and stuff. You guys embraced it, but you accepted the challenge. 28 in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this was a grind-out game against a really good team. They're tough, but we had to put everything together. I thought we played a great game. But, I mean, it kind of had a playoff feel for it, just with the way the back and forth was going and elite shot making and, you know, a lot of great defense on the floor as well.
Paul, I asked Ty this question. It's an off-the-court question, if you don't mind. But tonight was Black Heritage Night. And when you think about your career, both on and off the court, how proud of you to be an inspiration for the next generation?
Completely proud. Obviously, for a lot of us, we come from, you know, tough neighborhoods, underprivileged neighborhoods, and, you know, just communities that haven't been, you know, poorly managed. And so, you know, for us, I think we do a great job of giving back to our communities, but still, you know, being mindful of where we come from and embracing that. And, you know, I love being able to share that. You know, my hands are in a lot of youth things and definitely targeted kids that look like me and come from the same background as me. So I'm always continue to push the envelope. But I think at this point where the world is, it doesn't just happen and you know, I can't just solely look at the kids that look like me. It's kids that don't look like me that deserve the handout as well. So, you know, you know, I just love where I'm at in my career and where I'm at this point in my life.
Paul, I know you mentioned this on your episode Monday, but like your off ball right now is really cool to see. The fact that you're scoring this much, no turnovers again, and I was interested in hearing your perspective on what the difference is between your role now and your role the first year with the team, when you also had a similar heavy off-ball role relative to the other 3 years with the team.
Yeah, I think just now it's, you know, take nothing away from that group when I first got here. We had a ton of talent as well. But, you know, I've been saying that James is just one of the best at playmaking and seeing the floor, reading the floor, and, you know, if they're going to double team Kawhi on a nightly basis, that leaves a lot of opportunities for me to be aggressive. And 9 times out of 10, I mean, I usually got like the third best defender, excuse me, on the floor. So at that point, you know, I feel like I can score on anyone, but if I got the third best defender on the floor, I'm ultra aggressive in those situations, and the game just opens up for me.
Paul, now that we're 5 years after the trade, I've always wondered, what did you think of the haul that they had to give up for you to Oklahoma City, and did you kind of remind them tonight a little bit of maybe why you cost so much?
No, that wasn't on my mind, but you know, I just think both sides won. I did think it was quite a lot that Clippers were willing to give up. But you know, their commitment to me is my commitment to them. So just appreciative that they went out and grabbed me and brought me over here. Very appreciative of Steve. But both sides won. Shai is, you know, I think initially when that trade happened, you know, no one saw. You know, we knew Shai was going to be really, really good, but he's special. And so, you know, I guess, you know, in a way, Oklahoma won that trade with picks and a future MVP. So, again, great trade for both sides.
Hey, PG, I asked the same question to Kawhi. Just how much fun are you guys having out there with, you know, your offense being so free-flowing, multiple guys, like last few games having over 5 assists? Like, how much fun are you guys having out there?
Yes, I mean, it's a lot of fun playing with greats out there, future Hall of Famers. And I think we're just having fun on both ends. We're committed to playing on both ends, even James. James is taking matchups and he's holding his own. So it's fun. You know, it's fun being, you know, steering the ship. And we're getting the job done.
Paul, over your career, when you have a start to a game like tonight, where it starts to start falling like you would like, are there things you found that work to kind of get yourself back into a rhythm, whether it's going to a pet play or just a favorite type of action, or are there ways that you can kind of get things going for you and get things rolling again that you just again found it again and again work?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me is you know, sometimes, you know, I need a couple shots. You know, sometimes it just takes a couple shots. You know, it's tough catching the rhythm. Sometimes for me, if it's shots are very sporadic and come from different times, and but if I can get a shot, boom, I might miss, get another shot right after. All right, now I'm kind of dialed in and kind of locked into my rhythm. And then from there, it's just being aggressive once I found that rhythm. But you know, it's every player is different. Some guys, you know, are efficient from jump, come right out and knock down the first one in the rhythm right away. But throughout my career, it's always, you know, takes a couple to kind of ease into a game, and once I see the ball going in, it's you know, I feel confident and you know, ultra aggressive in that moment.
Hey, Paul. I'm not sure if you've seen, but on social media, you're going viral. You have a theme song. It's called "Didn't You Know" by Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and your thoughts about the fans giving that theme song to you?
Yeah, it's funny. I'm sure it's somewhere on Instagram right now, probably a new version of it after tonight's game. It was funny. I think my teammate Kobe Brown was the first one to show me it. But shout out Dash. Shout out Dash. Dash, I think, was the first one to put that clip out with that song on the background. I don't know. I guess I'm smooth. I didn't get it at first, but I guess it's just I'm smooth. But, you know, I tell people, you know, I always look at basketball as dancing anyway. So I'm always down to tango.